Right, I'm now up on Crawshaw Grove, and there's a couple of new trees here that have been planted. A nice bungalow here, so these properties are facing west. We have an ornamental pear there. It's got a pipe for watering, but already the graph there looks... Again, I'm just wondering how that's going to be in many, many years, but as I understand it, these pears aren't huge, they are quite ornamental. Hiya, I'm just talking about the trees, and what's your thought on them?
Oh my, if they put them back as curbstone.
Yeah, right, okay. And I mean that's come out straight away, hasn't it? So that's not been put in very well, has it? Really? When was this planted?
Like two years.
2 years ago. So that's not lasted 2 years. Yeah. It's not a good job, is it? It's just broken or rotted away or something. I don't know. Maybe a car's it that. What do you reckon? Or
but they left the roots in the other one.
So that's the other one. Ah, right. Yeah. Thanks for pointing that out. I didn't see that. Yeah. So that's the other one.
So you can't mow it to keep the grass verge nice because there's all the roots sticking out.
Yeah. Okay.
You can see them there.
Yeah, I've got it there. Yeah.
If we put it back. Right.
So that's part of the old route. So this has basically been plonked in. I mean, it's a liquid amber, this, so it'll be stunning in a
it's a nice tree, yeah.
Autumn. It's gorgeous.
The other one they took out, yes, the bark was coming off and it was making resin.
Right.
So yeah, it was.
Right. But even so, all they've actually left that in, and there's roots here. So there's obviously roots under there. Yeah. This tree, chances are, because you don't know what disease is going to come in. If honey fungus comes into there, into those roots, it's going to wipe out. Most trees are susceptible to honey fungus, and it will kill them pretty quick. To leave roots in like that is absolutely irresponsible. It's ridiculous. That tree will be lucky to survive over the long term. It's maybe it will be lucky. I don't know, but really, they needed to take all of this out. All of this, right up to the street lamp, needed to come out, and all the roots needed to come out, and then new fresh soil prepared, and then it could be planted. And it could be planted in a place back there where a car isn't going to back into a supporting thing because somebody who's turning in here maybe gets it a bit wrong or whatever. It really is. It does beg a belief, I must admit. It really does.
See, shredding your tyres on the curbstones.
Yeah.
No, they just put the light in.
I mean, have they said that they're going to put new curbstones in? Or?
There was two in there, but they've just put the new lampposts in and pulled them up there. Obviously, when they drug them up, they took the curbstones with it.
Yeah.
Because they're coming to do, apparently, the roads and the footpaths in October.
I mean, that's just ridiculous. Right. Sorry, I'm getting them more because I'm a bit of a tree nut, and I'm trying to. I mean, we do live in this wonderful tree-lined city, but one, it's a combination of them taking so many trees out that you think maybe they could engineer a bit better and keep them. But secondly, when they do take a tree out, it's then what problems are they building up for the future with the new trees that they're planting when they're not preparing the site properly as they should be preparing? So you've got this two-pronged problem, which seems to be manifesting itself at the moment, and this is just really, excuse my language, pissing me off.
Yeah, I didn't mind because the other one was a big one, and it was but to do it properly.
Yeah.
Instead of just leaving it, so you can't cut the grass verge.
Yeah. I think the tree is the right kind of tree for this street. It's not going to get maybe. I'm not quite sure how big liquid ambers do actually get, but certainly it's not good. It's not a London plane. It's not a sycamore. It's not going to be that as huge as that. And you're not going to have a 6 foot circular a trunk or anything like that. They do tend to keep within a certain confined area, and it is a nice ornamental species. Yeah.
We used to have beautiful blossoms on. Yeah, fine, but this is nice.
Was that what was there before, a cherry?
Yeah.
Right, I see, got you. So they have replaced one ornamental with another. This is more columnar, if I can say the word, than a cherry. Cherries usually, you can get cherries that grow straight up, but some are expansive. Would you have liked a cherry back in, or weren't you really bothered?
Whatever.
Right.
It doesn't really matter, as long as you put a tree back.
Yeah.
Obviously, you buy these when you move in. I mean, I've been here 22, 23 years.
Yeah.
You buy these trees because it looks nice.
Exactly, yeah.
All of a sudden, you don't want to come along, taking all the trees out,
Yeah.
all the grass verges out.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, you're left with just a normal street, which you didn't buy into when you moved in.
Exactly, yeah. And it comes back to what I keep saying about it's the people who live on the street who have to deal with the trees that they have to deal with, whether that's a positive effect, a positive thing, or a negative thing, and it's responding to those needs. And this is the time that they should be doing that, when they are when they are doing the roads, and they are doing the pavements, and they are doing the grass verges, and they are doing the trees. It's what the people on those streets want, not a bland, all-encompassing, we're just going to do this because it's the easiest and cheapest thing to do, quick fix. It's not acceptable. I don't care less that we're in austerity. It's not acceptable. This is not even a once in a lifetime, once in a lifetime, once in 100 years chance of doing things. So you do it right. You don't take shortcuts. Yeah.
Properly.
Yeah. Yeah. But this is ridiculous. So, right, and before I run out of... I'm going to carry on, all right, but thanks for talking to me. Cheers. Yeah, so there's no lamppost they're putting in. Right, so they've cut that one there. So, again, here we have one of those ornamental pears that has obviously been here because it's about 20 foot high, 25 foot high, and already we have quite a bit of dead there in the tree, and it's clearly been suckering. Again, it's not been planted right, and it's going to struggle. And already with the thickness at the bottom there, chances are we're going to get roots coming up and circling round, and pushing and heaving the pavement and the road up and the curbs off. Even on a small tree like this, it may never get to be the size of a sycamore, but in a small grass verge such as that, it's still going to be a problem. Another liquid amber. So it looks as though this is a new plant that they've just planted it in a grass verge where there wasn't a tree before. That looks okay for the time being. Again, I don't know what's with them when it comes to putting stakes in right, but that's just ridiculous. Absolute garbage. They need to go in a lot deeper than that. It shows that they're not digging deep enough to plant the tree. This is a cherry that they've cut back from looking at the bark that they've left in. This certainly has to come out. I mean, this is a classic case of heavage and how the roots just bulk up when they haven't got enough space under the soil to spread. Let's look in here. You see, there's nowhere for the roots to go. It's all solid down there. There's no soil under the road. And so what you need, ideally, you see how the roots have kind of come out into the only soil that they've got, which is in the grass verge. So here, on the pavement, there's no heavage whatsoever, hardly. And yet, those roots are just spread into the grass verges to try and get as much nutrients and as much water as possible. So that definitely needs to come out. But if they're going to plant another tree in there, unless they clear absolutely everything out of that planting hole, that new tree is going to struggle. Sigh, 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 sigh. Nice mountain ash. Here's a classic street tree. Nice, quite small at the moment. Will get bigger, but not huge. It's got, the birds love the berries. It's actually covered in these beautiful orange berries, so you've got that nice colour. You've got flowers in spring that the bees love. The foliage turns lovely shades in autumn. It's the perfect street tree. Perfect street tree. And here's, I think it's an old cherry tree that again is suffering, is struggling, that really needs to come out. That's got quite a lot of disease in the leaf. Well, quite a bit. Looks like a bit of mildew on there. Another cherry there that's not in the best nick. That could do with coming out. Hiya, you alright?
Morning, you alright?
Hi. Another one over there that looks in a poor state. What a fantastic cherry that is. But again, it's just ridiculous. Ridiculous tree for this location. Look again. Let's have a look, see what it says for that. The tree has decay or disease, does it? Does it really? I can't see any. I can't see all of those branches and those leaves look in really good condition. The problem I see there is that it's just the heavage is just horrendous. And we can go on. All the trees, that's awful. That needs to come out. That one there again is struggling. All these trees are struggling because they weren't planted properly originally. And again, some of them are just the wrong tree to have, such as that big, thick-stemmed, thick-trunked cherry there. Mountain ash again. Looking quite good. And again, a lot of these trees are struggling and do need to come out. Yeah, again over here. See how the roots have just followed the grass verge. They haven't gone into the road or the pavement because there is no soil for them to go into under the road or the pavement. So they've reached out to the only place that they can for water and nutrients, and that's the grass verge. That's a classic example. And a classic example of why when you plant, or when they planted this tree, they should have dug at least 3 or 4 foot either side, and including out into the road and out into pavement, and at least 4 or 5 foot down. Right, think about that, 4 or 5 foot down. Good quality soil, lots of leaf matter, lots of compost, well watered for the first year or two, and that tree is going to do its best for a very, very long period of time. Yeah, I think I've seen enough on here, so I'm going to walk back to the car now and walk around other bits of Greenhill and then start recording again when when I see more issues on different streets. Bye for now.